Yo, Philly 254 living life. Back at it. Now, once again, it's time for another episode of How Well Does It Play? And the game of the hour is Starship Troopers Extermination. So, I'm going to come out the gate and I'm going to say it like this. I didn't make any changes. So, I'm playing on the default version of Proton that Proton is currently updated to. And it plays without any issues as far as the Proton version is concerned. And as far as the game settings, didn't make any changes. If you actually go to the game settings, the default settings on the Steam Deck for this game is already set to as low as they will go. So you can't change it. You can't alter it whatsoever. So how well does it play with all this in mind? It's a little shaky. It's a little shaky. Frame rate does drop. If you've never seen Starship Troopers and you're not sure of how that game actually plays, I'm saying how that movie actually works, basically your troopers in a futuristic military or whatnot, and you're battling intergalactic bugs, for lack of a better terminology or whatnot. You're on their planet, and these bugs are people sized. They're human sized. They're giants. So you're going at it. It's in the future, all right. So just roll with it. This game perfectly kind of just sums all that up and kind of gives you that vibe. The only thing, like I said, there are some frame rate drops. If you look on the top left of my gameplay, you'll see the frame rate where it's at. It usually likes to sit around 40 when nothing's really going on, but when it starts getting a little hectic, it definitely will dip. No doubts about it. No doubts about it. So as far as the fun factor of the game, it's still fun. I'm gonna put it out there. It's $25 and it's still pretty damn fun. I enjoyed even with the frame rate drops or whatnot. Hopefully, and you know what? I will ask this, and I haven't done a whole lot of research, but if anyone's played it on the PC, let me know if you get frame rate drops as well. This could definitely be a Steam Deck thing. Just throwing it out there. Could be an optimization thing. That could be also too, or maybe a combination of the two. Who knows? But there are definitely frame rate drops. But the fun factor is definitely there. So it's not. So the way the game is set up is not PvP or anything. It's literally PvE, and you choose the type of character or your loadout or whatnot. If you're gonna be assault, heavy assault, or for lack of better terms, healer. And each one has their little, their benefits and whatnot. I just went on with it regular assault. I get my little automatic rifle or whatnot. And you get, as you can see, you get on the battlefield and you're doing your thing. You're running around. You pretty much pick up points. It's almost like a King of the Hill kind of thing. You pick up points, local points on the actual planet. Hold them down for a little while until once you get them all kind of taken care of as far as your objectives is concerned. You and your little troop, you go to a different area where you build up your base and you hold the fort down. You just gotta preserve it. You gotta protect the base for a little while until the little not a helicopter, helicarrier, but your little drop ship comes down to pick you guys up. It's hectic. It's fun though. You feel like you're in a war zone for real, especially when all the bugs start coming in and out of nowhere and they start hitting you up. It's fun. From what I could tell, they got quite a bit of variety. Well, I don't say quite a bit of variety. It's about a variety of bugs. The ones I've seen look like some that are dog sized, some that are human sized, some that are a little bit bigger than even that. They got sniper bugs, and they got, like, if you've seen the movie, you'll know what I'm talking about. At least the first movie. That's the only one I've seen. If you've seen the movie, they got the ones that just shoot like ballistics out of their butt, for lack of a better term. Ballistics out of their butt. They got all that going on. So you feel like you're in a war zone. Everything's shaking. Things are blowing up all around you. I saw a dude get swarmed by like 4 bugs. I'm over trying to save him. Next thing you know, I'm getting swarmed. It's crazy. It can get crazy. But it is in a good way. It can get fun. But again, that frame rate would drop. There are other modes in the game as well, like a horde mode, and I forgot there's another mode. I can't remember what it's called, but a lot of them are only unlocked after you get to a certain level. Each of your troops, you can alter the loadout. And again, those guns with different guns or whatnot, those are currently locked. I'm assuming you get them as you level up. I haven't leveled all the way up. I've only played a good few games, so I haven't leveled all the way up. So you will get some options there and some different loads. There's a horde mode, but from the time I played, it said it was still coming. So it's still on its way. FYI, this game is early release. They're still working on it. So just kind of FYI. So the game will improve. The game will be more optimized as time goes on. Hopefully the developer stays on top of it because it's definitely fun. It's 16 players, so you're out there in the war zone. And it's definitely a thing to behold. I would recommend it. Now, if the frame rate drops, or that may be a problem for a lot of people. I definitely understand that, but I definitely had fun playing it. I played about 6 games, and out of 6, 2 did crash. The server just disconnected on one, or on both of them, and then the other ones I just ended up. I think only one I actually finished out all the way to the end. The other ones I ended up dying and bleeding out, and no one saved me because when you die, you bleed out. So yeah, it is what it is. But I definitely had fun with all my games. Definitely. So, is it a buy or pass if you're a Steam Deck owner? It's a meh. And the reason I say that is because if the frame rate drops, get to you. Because when shit starts getting crazy, it gets crazy. And the frame rate drops will dip. The frame rate drops will definitely dip. But like I said, I definitely had fun. So it's a meh. If you want a crisp game at 60 frames per second, and you don't want no frame rate drops, you may want to just chill out. I guess you may want to wait until it gets updated more and gets a bit more optimized or whatnot. But if you're in there for fun, you're in here for a good time, this game is definitely it. I'm going to be playing it over the weekend, so I'll probably be posting a few games over the weekend, some footage or whatnot. But in the meanwhile, I would definitely recommend this game for anyone who's not too hard on the frame rate drops, and who definitely understand that this game is still a work in progress. $25, you can't really beat it, in Steam. If you really dislike it, you can send it right back. You can get a refund, no big deal. But as always, if you like more Steam Deck news, walkthroughs, gameplay, lives, like and subscribe. Cruise through the playlist. And I'm out.